Today's message comes to you from a very open and important place. Listening to these messages, and it's titled, "This is why you can't move on with your life, and this is why you can't take the next step." So, this is, as you can see, quite a big message and an important one. And I had to basically, basically pull it down from the heavens. But here it is, and I will tell you the reasons why, and I will open up some ideas and concepts behind why it is, how it is for you and for many of you. Now, many are feeling stuck currently, and the energies have been quite heavy. Let's face it. And but like it's we can blame the energies and we can blame the external world. We can blame everything, but it's time to take responsibility, and this message is a lot about that. So I also want to say, like, we often think we're stuck because of different circumstances, other people, lack of clarity, and very often the actual blockage is emotional. And once you dissect and understand what the emotional pain is about, maybe it's grief, maybe it's anger, maybe it's loneliness, maybe it's usually it's some sort of fear. And then we start to gradually, sometimes abruptly, close ourselves from life itself. But we're here to live and experience life and to experience what life has to offer us. So, but for most, and what life is really about is about emotion. Emotion. It's a very emotional experience because our emotions underneath everything, they create constantly how we live our life. They create how we perceive life, we and what we create into our lives. And this is one of the reasons why, and here is the core of the message. If you are afraid to feel, you're actually afraid to live. I'll say that once again. So if you're afraid to feel, you are actually afraid to live. We can even say actually afraid of life. Both are equally valid. So what does this mean? If you're afraid to feel, you're actually afraid to live, or actually afraid of life. What does this mean? Like I said, everything is emotional. Our reality is emotional. If anything happens, one of the first things that actually happens is our feeling life. So our feelings and emotions get triggered somehow. They something happens there. We have to experience a feeling, a sensation somewhere. And life, when life happens, or you interact with life, society, other people, a lot of that happens. A lot of that feeling life gets triggered all the time. Let's say you want to relocate to another country, and that's going to bring up a lot of fear, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of excitement as well. All, and this is one of the keys of this message as well. You're going to have to experience, and you're going to have to accept both of these worlds, and in the between as well, because there's going to be a lot of boring as well. New job, again, new career, lots of fear, lots of excitement, lots of maybe failure, maybe success, who knows. But you're not going to do the thing, you're not going to take the jump, not going to do the business, not going to apply for the job if you're afraid to feel everything that comes with it, be it positive or be it negative or be it somewhere in between. So if you're afraid to feel, you're afraid to live. If you're afraid to feel, you're afraid of life itself. And this is it. And how you can move past it, it's to first acknowledge what you're currently experiencing, to understand, okay, so I'm actually afraid to take on emotionally all of these things. I'm afraid that I will all again neglect myself. I'm afraid I can't deal with these things, the positive, negative, and the boring. This is why the next step seems so big, so heavy, so gigantic, even. And this is the place where you can release the stagnation, to be open to those feelings, to almost like make a promise to yourself, okay, so I'll be able to handle these things. I'll do my best to handle. I'll receive this. I'll receive the good, the bad, the in between, and I'll do my best with it, you know. But I want to take the next step. I want to leap. I want to move forward with life, and this is it. Hopefully, this lands, and I'll be here soon.